outside, so you can see I'm outside on the deck, and there's going to be some cars going by. It's going to disturb the sound a bit, but it's all an experiment. This is just an update vlog video. Most of my video content has had topics, and I've kind of followed a structure. But I just kind of thought I would do a real edit, a real video, just kind of exposing where I'm at with my life. For anybody that doesn't know, I left a family business about 3.5 months ago. I needed to follow through with my purpose and passion. And I'm just going to give this a quick little clean because I just touched it. There was like a thing on it, but that'll be part of the raw edit here. But yeah, I needed to really start doing what my calling is and was, or what my calling is, and that's like coaching one-on-one, content creation, men's work, men's circles, men's group, all of that kind of stuff. And I just, every day that I was working, I felt like I was wasting my existence, I guess you could say, honestly. And I was coping like crazy. I was suppressing emotions like crazy. I was going home, my eyes was twitching. I was super stressed, super snappy at work. It was kind of an ongoing joke. I wasn't allowed to answer the phone anymore. My temper was so short, and I just kind of had to say fuck it and believe in myself and step away. And, right now with what's going on with the pandemic, there's so much changing in regards to how people are working and living and their realizations of what is and isn't important. And I guess that's kind of where I'm at right now is I've made the awesome, hard, scary decision that I'm not going back to the trade that I was in. Not unless it's a stepping stone, but I'm really focusing and pushing towards creating my coaching practice and a community of like-minded individuals. And I believe that I can make this happen. And so, that's why I've been really focusing on creating the website, really creating structure and discipline in my life in regards to this sort of thing. I know a lot of people that had time off during this pandemic that kind of went crazy. They're talking about how bored they were, how there was nothing to do, couldn't go anywhere, and all this stuff. But to be honest, I'm loving it. I'm loving where we are. I'm loving how I'm feeling. I'm loving the stuff that I'm working on, and it's just propelling me more to fulfill this type of work and this offering for people. So I guess that's where I'm at, is making the decision that I'm not going back to normal grind. That 9 to 5 work lifestyle is I'm not doing it. I've done it. It didn't serve me. And I know what does serve me. So I guess the other big part is my partner and I, Jillian, we're really talking about relocating back out west. And I say back out west because I lived there for a couple of years when I was younger. I lived in Whistler. I lived in Vancouver. Loved it. And that's when I moved home to actually kind of take over the family business, or at least learn it to take it over. And at that time, I thought it was the dream to be my own boss, have my own business, write my own paycheck, make my own schedule. And I kind of experienced that and lived that for a while. And then that's when I started having that waste of existence within me, because it was taking me away from what was meaningful to me. And that's this kind of work, my coaching and, community work. But this discussion about moving out west has been ongoing ever since I moved back. I've been talking about moving back, if that makes sense. But realistically, we're really starting to discuss making a move out west. And it's going to look one of two ways. It's either we build out a van and travel out in a van that we can kind of part-time live in until we figure out where we're going to station ourselves, which brings up its own challenges and factors and costs to build a van to that degree. The other option is to try to lock down an apartment or somewhere to live, in a destination or a place that we like, and move to the place and kind of start there. And then the third option is for me to take a job offering back in my craft and trade that I'd left of locksmithing and security. And that's only because, I have an offer out that way. And with my level of experience, it's easy for me to get a position as a locksmith in I say this in a blessed, kind of grateful way. Any place that I desire with the experience that I have, I can kind of lock down a position. So that's where, we're left with a couple of options or a few options of how to do this and if it's the right time and how we're going to afford it. Is it going to be in a van? One of the factors about doing the van thing is we've got 2 medium-sized dogs. So, and a limited budget. So building out a van that can house 2 of us and 2 dogs and allow us to kind of keep doing this kind of work and calls and website stuff is a challenge. So there's a lot of discussion going on about that and how to do it, and will somebody rent to us being from Ontario during this pandemic, especially if we don't have proof of income. So that's where I may have to get proof of income and a placement for work to actually get a position and move out to where we want to be. So it's an interesting stage of life. We're really enjoying where we are right now. We're in a beautiful spot. We're spending a lot of time working on ourselves and working on our creations. And yeah, so no complaints there. Like I said, just a raw kind of update video, which I may or may not post, but pretty close to finishing my website. I spent years kind of feeling limited with promoting myself in my coaching business because I didn't have a website. And a buddy of mine who was going to make the website is going to laugh when he sees this, if he does, because I paid for him to make me a website like nine years ago. And I just couldn't come up with the content. I couldn't come up with my message. I couldn't come up with what I was offering. I was totally consumed with my family business, and it just sat. And now here I am making the website myself, and I know he's going to fucking jump on me for that, but it's more regards to the process, the creativity of it, and my message keeps changing, my content keeps changing, so it's constantly editing it, and then at least I know how to do it, and it's been, a fulfilling process for me. But the feeling of having the website complete just makes me feel so connected and at that point of having people to have a place to land onto and see what I have to offer, what I'm all about, how this process works, why it's a benefit, different kind of variations of coaching, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's the group coaching program or joining in on a men's circle, men's community, a couple different avenues depending on what people are looking for. This channel is a way for me to express myself in a creative way, to kind of document what I'm going through. I've always been interested in video. I've always been interested in sharing content and my message and things that I've learned. And I think it's kind of important to just kind of have raw background footage of, what it is that I'm going through, the stages I'm at. This is all in attempts to eventually have a larger channel, The Artful Man, which is helping men in similar situations. Maybe it's men that are in careers that aren't serving them and it's causing them stress and anxiety, and it's creating substance abuse in their life, or it's affecting relationships. And it's like, I've been there and I want to help those men. I want to help them transition into a healthier version of themselves, to connect deeper with inner peace, find meaning in life, find purpose, passion, what it is that they want to put out into the world, and just support them in realizing that they can achieve anything they desire. They just need to kind of keep accountable. They need a structure and discipline with themselves to kind of create that focus. So, that's the idea behind The Artful Man, is creating an artful way of a holistic, healthy, positive, energizing, balancing type of lifestyle. We're here to have an amazing experience. We're not here to suffer. Our suffering is our suffering is our karma, and our suffering is a result of choices that we've made or circumstances we've been thrown into. But here's the thing, we have a choice. We have the choice to make healthier decisions. We have a choice to move. We have a choice to start new work. We have a choice to get off drugs. All of those choices can then lead to creating, a life that you feel fulfilled with, a meaningful life, something that you feel has purpose and meaning and love and passion and all of those things. So, yeah. I think I might just leave this as a straight up raw video. I might cut out a couple pauses, but It's just a vlog, straight up vlog post of my current situation, sitting here on the deck that I love. I've got traffic going by. I have been desperately looking for a van. Like, I made a video of selling my truck a while ago and about building the Sienna van, and it hasn't come. And I think that is because one of two things. One, the van isn't coming into my reality because I'm meant to finish my website. That was something I kind of came up with myself. I got to finish the website before I get the van, because as soon as I get the van, I'm going to be consumed by it. Or number two, the Sienna van's not the right type of van. Like I said, we're discussing the potential move out west, and we may need a bigger van. We might build out a full stand-up van with a high roof that has a little bit more amenities to it so that we can kind of make the journey out west or have a little time and space before finding somewhere to live. A little tricky right now because of the pandemic, but things are changing, things are opening up. I'm feeling grateful, I'm feeling, positive and optimistic. Maybe I'm just rambling now, but I'm not sure what other kind of update I can give right now. I've been doing a break from social media. This is day 18, and I'll be splicing together a video for that as well. And I've got a list of videos in my journal here that I want to create. Just kind of waiting on a van, working on the website, trying to create a few things, and really enjoying life and being present, I guess, is what I could kind of cap that off with. But, life is good. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now, and a lot of people aren't in good positions and situations, but again, we have a choice. And, we have a choice. We can bring in a mentor or a coach or a guide or a healer or a teacher or a doctor to help propel us in one way or another. I just feel like people have lost hope of creating change and having the choice and being aware of that, and just really tapping into their heart and what's meaningful for them, and fulfilling that. We got one life here. We got to be present. We got to enjoy it. We got to share and promote love, and we got to take care of each other. So, raw video vlog. Probably going to do a few more of these just as my own expression, to put myself out there. And for anybody who's actually interested in the process I'm going through and what I'm creating and finds it entertaining. So, until then, be well.